Hey everyone, welcome to another Top 10 list. This week's Top 10 list is brought to you by Hazenjager. I think that's how you'd say it. Hazenjager, thank you very much for suggesting this list. I show you guys all the time stuff that I find while searching. And Hazenjager asked, what are your top 10 finds while you have been doing your hunts? So that's this week. Top 10 finds from my bill searches. Let's take a look at what some of these are. 9 out of 10 of these are from actual searches, and one of these came from when I was redeeming them, so take what you will for that. All right, here we go. Number 10 on my list. Number 10 from my searches. Now, this looks like an ordinary $1 bill, nothing special about it. It's a 2003A, until you zoom in. You can see that for some reason, the L, and the seal with the L, isn't very clear, and it has all these black specks, and you'll see those same specks around the 12s. This is what's called a solvent smear, or a solvent error. Each night when they clean the presses, they use a solvent to clean the presses, and if they don't get all of the solvent off of there, what will happen is the next day when they start to run them, the solvent doesn't allow the ink to stick on the presses very well on the plates, and you get this interesting little solvent smear. You don't run across these too often, but when you do, that's what that is. So this is an actual genuine error I found in circulation. Number 10, my solvent error. Number 9. This was found in circulation, and this note is pristine. It is beautiful. What's special about it is it's from 1963. A 1963 $1 bill found in circulation that is gem. It is just so nice. Now, a 1963, this is the first year that Federal Reserve notes look like this. This is the year that they came out. So to find one of these in circulation after 50 plus years of being in circulation that's still in good shape, obviously this must have been in somebody's collection and somebody got a hold of it and spent it. It's not worth a ton, but the fact that I found this in circulation is what's the impressive part. 1963, very first year for the $1 green notes like this, the Federal Reserve notes. That's number 9. Number 8. Every time I show this, I get people that are interested in trying to get me to let go of it, and I like this note. This note is just bookends, is all it is. 16000016. That if you are going to collect bookends, that's the way you want to do it. A number on the ends like that, all zeros in the middle, makes this a very attractive serial number. Yeah, it's a trinary, zeros, ones, and sixes. Yes, it's bookends with the 16s. And yes, it's quads with the 4 zeros like that. So lots of reasons to like this note. It's one of my favorite notes that I found. Probably doesn't have a whole lot of extra value, but it's still an interesting note, and that's what makes it collectible. The fact that it is interesting in and of itself. That is number 8 on my list. Number 7. This note is in extremely good shape. What's special about this one? This, as you can see here, is the series of 1988A, and the condition in this note is really good. What's really special, though, is that little number right there. That means this was a web press note. This was an experimental note. You can see it has no position on this side. It only has the 1 digit here, and if I turn it over, there is no plate number down here. The plate number is up top. This is the first year web note, 1988A. They made them in 1993 and 1995 as well. Those are all the identifying marks. Usually when you find these in circulation, they are beat pretty good, and this one is, I don't want to say perfect, but pretty close to perfect. So this was definitely one of my better finds, especially being a first year web note. That is number 7, 10, 9, 8, 7. Number 6, I had to put the notation on this one so I'd remember it. This is a 1988A. It is not a web note, but it is from the KC block. Now, whenever I get all my older notes like this, I always set these aside. That's why I save notes that are 2001 and older. And when I get a stack of them, that's when I'll go through them for stuff like this. This particular one, 1988A, you will see is from the KC block, like that. K means that it is Dallas, and C means they went through all the numbers 2 full times and they're starting a 3rd time. Now, they didn't use every single number. In fact, this particular note, they didn't print very many of the KC blocks at all. I mean, there's nothing special on the back. And like I said, finding this note, you wouldn't know that it was any good until you were to check it in the book. And that's when you find out that the KC block is an extremely short printed block. The book that I looked at, Small Size Currency of the United States, put this one at about $175. So yeah, it's good to know about these short printed stuff like that. Most people would just spend this as if it was $1. Got to find out about those short prints. Is number 6, 109876. Number 5 on my list. Number 5, this is probably the best radar that I have ever found in circulation. 45155154. The number reads the same forward as it does backwards. The condition of this note is really, really sweet. It's a trinary. It's only got 1s, 4s, and 5s. And of course, being the radar, that's what makes it the most desirable. But the fact that I found it basically brand new, no creases, no writing, no corners, dings, no nothing like that. Really, really nice shape on this particular one. That is how you want to get them. Most of the time, you're happy just to see any radar. When you get really lucky, you find one that's gem uncirculated like this. So that is definitely my best radar. 10987665. That's number 5. Number 4 on my list. Number 4, this is my favorite repeater that I've ever found. 6000, 6000. Yeah, it's a binary, only 0s and 6s on there. Of course, the first 4 match the last 4, 6000, 6000. And the fact that it's just, so many zeros. It's 6 of a kind. Not only is it 6 of a kind, the other digits are 6s, so that goes along with it. A lot of times you're going to find radars and repeaters that have 4 different digits that are repeating or that are the same front to back. This one only having the 2 digits, 6000, 6000, that makes this one fairly unique as well. So this is definitely one of my favorite my favorite repeater that I've ever found. Very, very cool note. Don't know what else to say about that one, but yeah, definitely found in circulation. Definitely a cool one to have. Number 3 on my list. Now, this note, after I had done my search, I then went to the bank and cashed in my singles for a $100 bill. So if that counts as part of my strap search, well, it was part of the strap search. This was the $100 bill I was given. Check out the serial number. 5668 5668. I've got a $100 bill that's a repeater. It's a trinary. 5, 6s, and 8s are the only digits that are on there. And with it repeating itself, 5668, 5668, yeah, that's a repeater. Now, with a $1 bill, repeaters are worth probably $15 to $20. That does not mean that this is worth 15 to 20 times face value. This one probably adds that $20 to $40 range. This is probably a $150 note, maybe, something like that. It's in real good shape, so maybe a touch more, but it is not 20 times face value on this particular note. Don't think that when you get it. But yeah, I bet if I was to put this out there for $150 or $200, I wouldn't be surprised if I got a taker. But this is a note that I got doing my searches. I got this back in change when I turned them in. I count that as part of my search. My $100 repeater. That is number 3 on my list. Number 2. This was the first binary I ever found when doing my hunts, and it is a true binary. It's all 1s and 0s. And after I found this fairly early in my searches as well. I thought, oh, this is going to be easy to find this stuff. Yeah. Almost 200,000 notes later, I have never found another true binary. Just the one true binary found in circulation, and it's in decent shape, so I'm pretty proud of that. Great shape on the true binary. Now, a binary is a serial number that just has 2 different digits, but a true binary uses 1s and 0s, just like the binary code from computer code. This is where it all started as far as binaries go, and if you can find one of these, you're doing well. That is number 2 on my list for cool finds from my searches. And number 1 on my list, Yes, I pulled this from circulation. That is 7 of a kind and 7 in a row. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 4. If that 4 was a 1, this note would be in the thousands range, probably 1,500 without a problem. It's 7 digits though, 7 in a row. I was quite happy pulling this from circulation. I do have a couple 7 of a kind, but this actually has the 7 in a row, and that is the tougher way to get it. 7 in a row, it's not something that happens very often. I think there's, 81 different ways to make it or something to that effect. So it's not very common to find these at all. Most of the time, these are going to get snagged by tellers that know, and they'll be put up on eBay while they're still in really good shape. But on occasion, one of these slips through the cracks, and you can find it when you're doing your searches. This is by far the coolest $1 note I found in a strap while doing my strap hunts. So there you have it. Those are my top 10 notes that I found while searching. If you have cool notes that you have found, don't be afraid to post them as well. People like to see that there is hope. If you want to find something cool, the first thing you have to do is look. If you don't look, you're never going to find it. So keep looking. Good luck to you. If you have an idea for a list, go ahead and leave that down in the comments below. I'll see if I can't make that happen. If you learned anything new this week, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next week.